Duets with Dice presents Fear and Loathing 77, a Vampire the Masquerade story, based on the Quick Start module by Brad C. Hodson, Episode 1. Alright, so, here we are again, back in the old office. Back in the old recording studio.
Back in the old closet that's not ours.
Yeah. And so we're gonna get right into it. And so what we're gonna be running this time is a quick start module that I found on the Storyteller's Vault, called Fear and Loathing 77 by Brad C. Hodson. I picked it up, saw it was reviewed very well, and saw that it was a Sabbat quick start. And so with that, I feel that we should do our due diligence and put a big fat content warning on this one.
Yeah. Anyone who has watched any of our other stuff, be wary of the tonal shift.
Yeah.
Changing the Dreaming is, although sad at times, is generally a little bit more upbeat than this, which is generally kind of like gruesome.
This is going to be more, so like Changeling is a fairy tale in a lot of ways, like that old kind of fairy tale that's very sad and very scary in a lot of ways. This is like
visceral,
a Quentin Tarantino movie. This is grindhouse horror, that sort of style. And so, especially this module.
Yeah.
Which, as I understand it, believe it or not, takes a lot of cues from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the book or the movie, whichever you prefer. And so, but it definitely takes a lot of cues from the movie.
Have you seen this movie?
I have not.
I have not either. Is this a problem?
Do we feel like we need to watch this?
Okay, so here's the thought. I feel like we should go through one session, see how we feel, watch the movie, and in the second session we could comment on how badly we did.
Well, I think I get the feel. Like
if it's grindhouse, I understand.
Yeah, it talks about like the themes and the mood, and the big theme it tries to get across is excess.
Yeah.
Nobody's at the bar to have one drink. They're at the bar to have 5 drinks. Everybody is in mourning over the death of the American dream, and it is that time, and so that is sort of the idea. And so this module will take place. It starts out in California, but will take us to a number of different places throughout the journey, and nothing I can do about it. And yeah, so that is what we are
working with,
what we have to look forward to. So let's go ahead and do our character introduction for this game. Who are you playing?
So for this I did pick up a shelved character, and I'm very excited to use them. My name is Margot, and I'm a city gangrel in the Sabbat. I'm 9th generation. We decided to make me beefier than the normal starting character because it's just gonna be me.
Yep. And this is a quick start designed for
like what? How many people?
For like 4 to 5 people.
Yeah, and so it's just gonna be me. So I have to be a tough girl. And so I kind of have the concept of this sort of sleek night stalker, kind of. I am a female. For my Gangrel, what do you call them? Their flaw, their beast marks. That's what I was looking for. The beast mark I have are like possum and raccoon based, because with city Gangrel, they tend to be things that are found in cities. Well, whereas, you know, like, the run-of-the-mill Gangrel could have owls and coyotes. Well, coyotes are city, depending on where you are. California. Depending on where you are. And so I chose those, like, night marsupial kind of things.
Yeah.
And so she has black hair and blackened limbs and sharp teeth and that sort of, like, aesthetic going on for her.
Yeah. And so
she's a wandering girl, this one is.
You are a veteran nomad of many years. You go from city to city, kind of just
kicking ass, really.
Kicking ass for the Sabbat. Nobody would question your loyalty to the sect. You are respected, if not feared.
Yeah.
Which, hey, either or.
Listen, sometimes on the Sabbat, they're just like the same thing and everyone's on the same page.
And so, yeah, you are...
I should also mention a path. I chose the Path of Cathari because she is originally from beautiful Canada.
Yeah, from Montreal.
Frigid, long-nighted Canada.
Yeah, and
came down to warmer climates. I wonder if a lot of snow. She's just like, that's from my youth. I've moved on to dry, arid desert. The days are long. The nights are short. It's harder. I like it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you are much more acclimated to a sort of city structure, but, you know, and that's why you're down in LA. The Archbishop, the current Archbishop as of 1977, Carolina Velez.
Beautiful Carolina Velez.
Has been having her ear talked off by one of her bishops, a guy by the name of Zeta, who he's having a big problem and has been pretty much putting the word out for a pack or somebody to come help him with a problem. Word is he has even spread. He has even, you know, sent word out to a couple of anarch vampires and things like that. You know, this being the Free States.
Yeah.
To take care of this. And so.
Zeta.
Zeta, yes.
Okay.
He's pretty much the bishop of the San Fernando Valley.
Okay.
And so it's out of the way a little bit. You're definitely not like in LA.
Yeah. I'm a little up north, northeast.
Yeah, you're kind of out there. And so
trying to recall my LA geography from games past.
Yeah. Let's see.
I wonder how many familiar faces I'll see in 77. Not many, huh?
Not many. I mean, you being Sabbat, your pals like Jeremy and stuff like that, you're probably not gonna want to run into. And so,
how young is Muhammad?
Muhammad al-Muslim.
Yeah. Why
do you ask? He's not related to the Sabbat at all.
Okay. No, he's just a buddy. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Everybody loves Muhammad.
I cannot name the amount of times he, in particular, helped me through a hard time.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you've been summoned to meet the Bishop of the San Fernando Valley, a guy by the name of Zeta. Bishop Zeta conducts business from a junkyard deep in Van Nuys. To get there, you'll need to drive north on Van Nuys Boulevard. In the 70s, it was a popular cruising spot on weekends for teenagers and young adults.
Cruising, huh? I've heard of this thing that nobody does anymore.
The boulevard it's packed with restaurants, bars, dance clubs, shops, brightly lit signs illuminating the 10-mile stretch. Muscle cars, convertibles, and hot rods cruise up and down the street, blaring music as their passengers hang out the windows and flirt with the car next to them. There is a pretty small police presence on the boulevard, but they're mostly lax with the cruisers thanks to the amount of money spent here on the weekends. And so, yeah, that's kind of where we pick up.
I get to cruise up in my Black Hawk. Yep. Right now, I'm probably driving. I do have a retainer. We should probably come up with a name for a retainer driver boy.
Yeah.
When I'm like asleep in the trunk, driver boy drives
terrified ghoul.
Yeah, like, but he knows what's best for like all of us.
Yeah,
but mostly me, and so he drives me. But right now, he's probably like sleeping in the back seat or something.
Yeah.
And so yeah, no, I want to cruise, baby.
Okay. And so yeah, you
looking around for the address and stuff, kind of admiring everything.
Let's roll for your blood pool.
Oh yes, dice. I didn't pull out my dice.
So yeah, you'll be looking at your max is 14 based off of your generation.
Yes.
And so give me a single d10 and we'll add 2 to whatever you roll. So you're at 5.
I could go for something.
You are hungry.
Her comrade who needed a little help.
More than likely, she probably sent somebody to you.
To tell me?
Yeah.
Gave me a note?
Yep. She sent somebody out to get with you, and they were talking about how Bishop Zeta won't shut up about this problem that he's having. And so, yeah, you're now driving out to this junkyard to meet with them. You can see that it is we'll say it's a Saturday evening.
Yeah. So there's like a lot of like kids and stuff.
A lot of teenagers driving around. A lot of restaurants, bars, things like that. You could feasibly stop and pick up a bite to eat.
Oh yes,
it's fairly early in the evening. You probably woke up maybe an hour or 2 ago, and
went to go get this sort of thing done. But like, let's mix business and pleasure. Yeah. So, am I aware of around here any like? Because I know like back in the day, like half of the fun of having a car is having a portable room to make out with your girlfriend in.
For sure.
Are there like any places around here that I'm definitely aware of that people like a kiss? What do they call them? Like lovers' points? Kissers,
yeah, something like that.
Some lovers' lanes.
Lovers' lanes. Yeah.
I'm a terrible millennial. I don't know. Pardon me.
Sorry for being born when I was. Yeah. I mean, you'd probably find one around here if you looked for it. Give me streetwise and intelligence. Unless you want to like ask around. If you want to like pull up at a place in California, that's up to you.
So I can't even say like maybe a wits if I like look at people driving and just kind of go. All right, so let me see. 1.
All right, so you get an idea.
I myself do some cruising and go, you know. Turn the lights off on my car.
Yeah.
And just drive quiet as the night.
Yeah. And so yeah, you pull up to this little spot. You spot this old school cherry red convertible. Kids probably got rich parents, and
yeah. So
you see it just sort of parked off on the side of the road.
So, like, you know, I sort of go up I'm gonna like scan the ground a little bit for something like nice, something heavy, like a stone. I don't know, maybe like part of a brick, a little something. Like just bounce it in my hand a little bit as I like watch the car from a distance, kind of like around it.
So give me.
Want to do
say
a
stealth and drive, but
I parked the car. I've gotten out.
Oh, okay. So you're.
I parked the car.
Yeah, but I wanted to see if you could park.
I've turned off my lights.
Right, but your car still makes noise.
We could go.
I'd say drive and
stealth. Can you do two abilities?
You generally don't do two. You generally don't do two skills.
Well, we can go dex and drive.
Maybe drive and wits. That way you're driving in and you know how to get.
I see some grass and I'm just like, hold on, let me shift into a real low gear and creep.
Yeah.
All right.
Very nice.
Oh my god. Well, I mean,
Yeah. It's 4 successes.
This is 4 successes. So, like, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe I see, like, their reflectors or something like that. I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me pull aside, turn around the other direction, so when it's time for me to go, I just go. And so, I park with my butt facing them, go out, scan the ground, and,
you find a pretty hefty little rock.
Yeah. Time to get old boy out of there.
And so, you see you see them as you approach. They are, in the middle of it.
In the middle of it. I love it. Mm-hmm. And so I take it and I put a curveball on this baby and put it through the back windshield.
Oh, you're gonna throw it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right through that back windshield. I want him out of there.
Okay. So you toss the rock. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. You toss.
No.
You toss the rock, and it smashes through the back windshield, and
I just want to go invisible. I want him out.
You just kind of hear a "What the fuck?"
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Just
and you do see the door open. Hey, what the fuck?
I just want to obfuscate near from the So if he were to look where it hit, and he were to walk in that sort of direction, I'm there obfuscated.
Yeah.
Maybe by some, brush.
Yeah. The guy that comes out looks like he's maybe in his early 20s. Got kind of a little beard, kind of a beatnikish look to him. Looks like he might be like some kind of surfer bum or something.
Yeah.
And he gets out of the car. He's got some like tattered kind of shorts and like a tank top. And I
just want to let him get close. Just kind of enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. And so he comes out and you slip into obfuscate and just kind of sit there.
Just kind of wait. Well, he's just so close to me.
Yeah, he's pissed. It looks like he sees your car and is like, what the fuck? And so he starts going over closer to your car.
Yes.
And your opportunity.
Gonna begin to just move as he just gets a little bit closer. Kind of want to scare him because, like, my mirrors, I'm parked butt away, or butt to them, so that means my mirrors are right there. And so I'm gonna drop, like, as soon as I'm right on him, drop that obfuscate,
and you're gonna like pop out behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so give me Dex and Brawl to initiate the grapple.
I'm sorry, dude. You were just trying to get... Oh, my God.
Well, you got at least one, so... them ones.
Yeah.
The ones are back.
They're back, honey!
Yeah. And
so yeah.
Yeah, you reach out, you grab him by the shoulders, and you just...
I just bite
you get your chunk out of him. And What are you gonna do with this
And
guy?
so, like, I'm sitting there, and as I'm, like, biting into him and stuff, because I probably wear sunglasses at night, because, come on. Yeah. And, like, as I'm in it, I lift up my sunglasses just a little bit, so he can, if he's looking in that mirror still, he can see the reflective beast mark.
Mm-hmm.
I just really want to scare the shit out of this guy.
You have those reflective eyes that, like, a cat has at night or something like that. And so
I just want him to see it.
Yeah, and his face is filled with terror before the kiss kicks in, and then he just sort of sloops in your hand. What do you want to do with this guy?
How much blood do I get out of this guy?
You could get up to 10. Or up to 9.
Well, let me think about my path. Dang it, I did not... Because I know that you're not supposed to kill needlessly.
Yeah.
If unnecessary.
Don't be wasteful.
And so, yeah. And that's very important. Okay, let's see. Alright, I am at a 5. Things that aren't cool. Impassioned killing. Sacrificing gratification for someone else's convenience, refraining from indulgence, arbitrary killing, and encouraging others to exercise restraint. So, I don't know if it would count as arbitrary. No, I don't think so.
Because you're feeding yourself.
Yeah. And so, yeah, no, put him in the hospital.
Yeah. So, what is that, 3, 4?
With people...
No, I know what it is, but how much do you want to take?
The max you can take, putting him in the hospital is 5, yeah? Or is that kill him?
That would kill him. That's half his blood.
Okay, I'll take 4.
And he drops, and he drops, as you take your bite in, you hear a scream come from the car, and, what do you want to do from there?
Sweet girl, you should have stayed in. You should have just hid. Maybe I'm gonna drag him into the car. I'm gonna intimidate her. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna intimidate her. Hopefully, so badly she'll never speak of this to anyone. Okay. And I hope she can drive stick to drive her boyfriend to the doctor.
I think cars were still mostly stick at this point.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna sort of like drag him up. Open the, like, back seat or whatever. Like, just, like, manhandle throw this guy in.
Yeah, you just toss him in.
And just say, you know, now's my opportunity to be cool.
This is your first line. This is your first spoken word in the chronicle.
I know. Oh my god, the pressure's on. Okay. And so, like, I manhandle him in. And I just, like, I'm sure this poor girl is just backed up against the other door.
She's up against the door. Are you throwing her into the back?
I'm throwing the boy into the back seat, like, pretty much, like, on her. And I just sort of look at her, my glasses are still up. And I just push them down over my eyes. And I'm like, girl to girl, this will be our little secret. Alright?
Roll Intimidate. Intimidate... You can choose either strength or
They're both the same.
You can choose strength or manipulation.
They're both the same for me. I bet
strength is higher than your manipulation.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say charisma. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll use strength. Because when I like put her boyfriend in there, like with like one hand, like a ragdoll or a child, I just put him in there. And so let's see how much I intimidate her. 4. Pretty good. So, like...
Yeah, she's terrified.
She ain't gonna say shit. She's
probably not gonna say shit. And you feel pretty confident with that, and she's in shock, and
I'll fucking close the door gently. Bounce out of there.
Okay.
Just feel good. Have a little like bounce in my step after that. It's just always like there's just something about when they're scared. Maybe it's just a mental thing. Maybe it's like the adrenaline in it.
Yeah.
Don't know, but there's just something about it. Yeah. It's better that way.
So let's talk about that a little bit, because I know you have you know what your backstory is for your siring and everything like that.
Yep.
And so, do we want to get into that now?
Well, this is definitely something I feel like I would like to do in Flash. I took the Nightmare Flaw.
Yeah.
And so, you know, with the Nightmare Flaw, you have these terrible dreams and everything every time you sleep.
Yeah, I've got a point where we can dig into it.
Exactly. And so I want to kind of use that as an opportunity to, like, really paint the picture. And I can explain, like, very briefly what happened to her.
We don't need to do that.
We don't need to? Want to show it?
We can wait until the point I have in mind.
Yes.
And so...
Because... Yeah, so we can do that. And I took that flaw specifically because you know, that's one of the fun things about the Sabbat, is that you can be as brutal as your imagination will let you be. And usually you can find a way to make it work. And it's a really good, like just raw horror setting. And
subtlety generally goes out the window when it comes to the Sabbat.
Yeah, they are monstrous. And so I want to paint the picture.
Sure. So we can do that a little bit later.
Okay.
And in the meantime, so you make your way through the labyrinth of suburban homes and just small town sort of businesses and gas stations, things like that, that you would see out in the valley, and eventually you come to the junkyard. This is you come up to this place called Valley Salvage. Get to some empty lots. It's like next to an empty lot with a lot of tall grass outside of it. And you can see that there's the little office for the building, and the light is on the inside, and you can like see straight through the window. You can see like a little TV on and you know, stuff like that. It's pretty isolated in a small dip between two tree-lined hills. The road leading to the chain link fence is dirt and gravel, and when you pull in, you drive between the stacks of old cars and piles of tires, ancient refrigerators, and just crap.
Just garbage.
Eventually, you come to the long, rusted white trailer up on blocks. There's some wooden steps leading to the open door, and you can hear some music leaking out. And so, yeah, you...
just sort of like stroll through it.
Yep.
Hate the smell.
Yeah.
Just like, ugh.
God. You hop out of the car, and you can smell it. Your sharpened, enhanced senses can smell it. From a ways. It smells like garbage, but inside the trailer you can smell that fly tape.
So I just like...
What do you, let's paint the picture of what you look like. We got a brief idea based off of your beast marks, but like, what are you wearing and
like,
stuff?
Right now, I am probably wearing Levi's right now.
Yeah.
They probably have, and this is before people started shredding them for it to be fashionable. They're a little shredded at the bottom, and stuff like that.
Sure.
I'm probably wearing like a crop top and like a bomber jacket. Is kind of what I imagine. Because the 70s, that's like it's a very popular item to wear. So she's like wearing a bomber jacket.
She kind of looks a little greaserish.
Yeah, she kind of has that kind of aesthetic. She has that black hair that it does seem a little greasy, especially in any kind of like night light, like street lamps and stuff. It does have a greasy look to it. It's slick. She like oftentimes she'll wear gloves depending on whether or not she's frenzied a lot recently and non-retractable claws start to come out. And so she'll like wear biker gloves and stuff like that.
Okay. And so as you walk in, you can see Bishop Zeta sitting at a cluttered desk inside. He's got kind of a Hawaiian shirt unbuttoned, his guts hanging over his waistband. The room is sweltering. There's a small rotating fan clicking in the corner. You can see the long strips of fly paper hanging from the ceiling with a bunch of flies caught up into them.
Like, when I walk in, like, a couple... Because, trailer ceilings are pretty low, and so, like, hit one, I'm just like...
You can see there's a mortal woman sitting on a swiveling bar stool next to him, wearing nothing but a pair of workout shorts. And there is a small mound of cocaine on the desk in front of her. Periodically, she'll sort of take a little bump. And she'll rub a bit on her gums when she's finished. There's another woman in a bikini sitting in the adjoining room watching television as she paints her toenails.
This guy knows how to party.
Yeah.
Sorry about the trash smell, ladies.
Yeah. Zeta sees you arrive and gives you a quick look over. He... Thank you for coming. He's got a sort of thick accent. He's got the book says that he's Benicio del Toro, but like
pudgy, like he's let
pudgy.
himself go, you know.
Yeah, he's let himself go, and yeah.
Trailer dumpster Benicio del Toro. Okay.
Yeah. And thank you for coming so quickly. Please have a seat. Have you eaten?
Don't.
Have you eaten?
Yes, I've eaten. I'm quite alright.
Oh yeah. And he looks over and he looks over at the woman painting her toenails, and she just sort of sticks her arm out. She's still watching the TV. If you'd like.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm quite alright.
Okay, suit yourself.
No, I'm fine. And I like where he wants me to sit. I like brush it off. I'm like, God.
Oh, please, I apologize. I
have a lot of flies in here, and I sort of like sit down.
This is a junkyard. The shit attracts the flies.
Yeah. So I heard that you had a problem.
Yeah, he's kind of got the blood sweats about him. He's just like, just sort of, he's friendly.
He's on cocaine, like, listen.
He's friendly, but he seems a little volatile. He kind of has this appearance that he could snap at any second, and just sort of, yes, and he just sort of stares at you. He's not blinking. He's not bothering with any of the niceties of pretending to be a human. He's just sort of he's got a sort of, at the same time he has this sort of stillness to him, just like he's eyeballing you as potential prey on top of it. There's just sort of he has menace to him.
Yeah.
And he's just got the one hand tapping against the desk. For months now, we've been smuggling packs across the border from Tijuana and into Camarilla cities. And our job has been to poke those fucks in the White Tower and see where their weaknesses are. A fire here, a murder there. Whatever it took to stir the hornet's nest. And it worked like a fucking charm. That is until those stuck-up pricks got onto us. Then our packs stopped coming back. 3 days ago, a few days ago, one of the first packs we sent, the Blue Demons, lost one of their members. I mean, literally lost him. The fucker just up and vanished. So a Templar came in, poked around, and what did he find? The Blue Demons all had their brains scrambled. And not recently, but from the time they first embraced this packmate. And he sort of pauses, and he looks over at the woman next to him. Take a hit. And she does.
So just like tuck a strand of hair behind my ear, like, oh man.
Yeah, she snorts the line, and as she gets up, she's sort of twitching in the face. She's sort of it's pretty clear she's reached her limit. Her pupils
she's about to have a seizure.
Yeah, her pupils look really messed up. Her hands are shaking. She keeps sniffing and sort of like rubbing her arms. Do you have any medicine?
No.
Okay.
No.
She's having a good time. So, do you have Streetwise?
Yes, I have,
okay,
I have a lot of Streetwise.
You have
I'm
Streetwise.
Just like, man,
you can tell she's at her limit.
Out. Yeah.
She's at her limit.
It's funny.
So this missing Canaanite, he goes by the name of Sawyer. The Templar thinks he's a spy. Somehow he was able to shrug off the vinculum and has been feeding information back to his leash holders. He must have thought they were on to him, and so he split.
Any news of where he's at?
Well, Lady Luck has spread her legs for us. There's a biker gang up in Bakersfield. They call themselves the Raptors. Anarchs, but so's every lick here, it seems. At least they'd rather make a buck than a statement. Anyway, those Raptors heard we were on the lookout for this asshole. So, when they found him, they staked him and gave us a call. Figured we'd pay big to get him back. And at that point he stops and take a hit. And she just sort of like shakes her head and she's like, I don't feel good. And then he grabs her by the face, makes her look him in the eyes, take a hit, and then she just turns around and does it. She just sort of, her eyes go vacant, and she leans over and snorts a massive amount. And when she comes up, the coke dusts her face, and she starts spasming. Sweat pours down her forehead, and she starts gasping for breath. And that's when he grabs her and tears out her throat and just starts drinking.
Like, I just get like a little splatter on my glasses and I'm just rub it away.
Yep. When he's done, he slumps her body over his desk and he sort of dips 2 fingers in her blood and rubs it on his gums. Fuck. That's good quality shit right there.
How long have you had her doing this? All night? How many lines?
Since I woke.
Good stuff. I can appreciate it. Because, you know, because I'm just like, this guy. At first I was like, what's he on to? And now I'm like, no, this guy knows how to party.
You're telling me. He reaches over underneath his desk and inside his briefcase. He puts the briefcase up on the table, turns it around, opens it. Inside is about 50 grand. This is what we're going to pay the Anarchs for Sawyer. You're to deliver it to them, and they will deliver Sawyer to you. And then, when you get that fuck, bring him back to me.
Alright, so you just need me to curry him. It's not too difficult.
Yes. Yes. It should not be any problem for one such as you.
No, I don't imagine so.
And here is the address of the biker bar
Thank you.
They hang out in, and we're doing the time of the exchange as well. It's going to be 10 p.m. tomorrow evening. You look at it and you see that the address is in Bakersfield. Bakersfield's about 2 hours out from here. And so, yes. Do you have any questions or concerns or anything like that?
Let me sit on it. Raptors, Anarchs, bunch of Bruja, mostly caitiff. Are they notable for anything aside? Are they just shit Anarchs?
They neo-Nazi fuck-asses.
Neo-Nazis, alright.
They have... Aside from that, they have staked him, and they have him prepared for us if anything goes wrong, you know.
If they don't want to play nice with it, I'll take care of them.
It shouldn't be an issue. I have not had any issues with them in the past. They seem on the up and up about the whole thing.
Alright then. Well, I'll be taking this.
And so, by the time you leave,
I just I tap on the back seat of my window of my car, and I just have Christopher just roll it down. Here, take this. And I just shove it into his arms.
Yeah, you bet.
You hold on to that.
Let's talk about Christopher a little bit.
Let's talk about Christopher.
Who is he?
Christopher is probably somebody that I picked up in California because I needed someone who, this is the days before, once more, I'm sorry, I'm a terrible millennial. This is the days before like GPS and the internet and shit.
You probably have like some sort of like
those awful road maps.
Road map. I know that there's a word there's a specific guide for it, but I cannot remember the name of it.
But yeah, I picked him up locally because I was like, I need someone that knows everything around here, and he's been overall pretty compliant, what with the blood and the terror and everything.
Yeah.
And I imagine that maybe Christopher was already like a party boy. Maybe that's something that I liked about him.
Mm-hmm.
Because Path of Cathari, there's...
Let's play a little game to generate Christopher.
Ooh, okay.
We're gonna give him 3 qualities.
Ooh, alright.
We're gonna give him 3, primary characteristics that are positive, that make him a good retainer, or that make him good for you. And then we'll give him 2 negative.
Oh. Okay, I like that. I like that.
Make him,
Okay, so things I like about Christopher is he very much so is a guide for me.
Mm-hmm.
He knows where people like to be. He knows where everything is. He knows where it's hip and happening, if that's the vernacular. Rad, I don't know. Tubular, further back, jinkies. Further back, jinkies, and for that, he is immensely valuable.
Mm-hmm.
So a good quality could be just he's knowledgeable.
Yeah, knowledgeable about LA.
Another positive thing was every once in a while I probably use him as bait for a hook. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's handsome. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's a good-looking guy, and I could use him and his all-American charm or whatever
mm-hmm.
to get people alone and to get people to feel at ease.
Yeah.
And so, Christopher's handsome.
Okay.
I need something else about Christopher. Something good about Christopher.
Yeah.
Maybe he's already knowledgeable. He's handsome. Maybe Christopher's brave.
Brave.
Maybe after the dose of blood from me.
I mean, yeah, potence will make anybody brave.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
maybe brave isn't the right word that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe it is. He did initially have the same kind of fear everybody does
mm-hmm.
when exposed to vampiric nonsense.
Yeah.
But, he's tough-skinned. It phased him,
mm-hmm.
At first, like it would anybody.
Sure.
But he got used to it.
Got over it pretty quick.
Really fast.
Mm-hmm.
He has a tough skin.
Okay.
So what would that be? Brave?
Yeah, brave.
Brave. I'll say brave and then tough
adaptable.
Skin. Adaptable?
Yeah.
Alright, so these are his good qualities.
Yeah, what are his bad qualities?
His bad qualities. His bad qualities can be things like... Maybe I could do something with, a substance. I mean, it is the 70s.
For sure.
People are partying hard, free love,
mm-hmm.
Maybe Maybe he has a reliance on something that me being who I am and... Well, maybe he used to have... Well, I don't know. Because I know that sometimes for ghouls that have a previous addiction, the introduction of Vitae kind of overpowers it. Yeah?
Makes that one kind of go away.
And so I don't know if that would
But there are times when vampires don't kick their in-life addictions. The Vitae will definitely overpower a previous addiction, but that doesn't mean that the old addiction isn't still there. And so we could pick a drug he's addicted to, or maybe he's an alcoholic, or something like that.
Yeah, I'll pick one of them.
Irresponsible might be a good one. Sometimes he's not as attentive to... it's like he will, anytime you guys stop or anytime you don't currently need him, he can be tough to track down.
Yeah, that's a fair one.
And another one might be
maybe he likes this kind of lifestyle too much.
Oh, like he's psychotic?
Like, you know, he adapted to it well, but maybe he's starting to, like, really get the taste for, like, violence and a taste for this, like, serial killer. I mean, you know, this is the 70s. This is the era of...
For sure.
Like, is the Night Stalker? Oh, no, he was 80s.
No, he was 80s.
He hasn't shown up yet, but...
He's not a thing yet. But, yeah.
That same sort of...
He's a little more into it than you would
He has a
expect.
because he's knowledgeable, he's handsome, and he loves violence.
A little bit of a Ted Bundy-ish quality to him.
That's good, I like that.
Yeah. And so what we can say, what we could say instead is that rather than just out and out say he's a serial killer, we could say he is currently wanted by the police for something. For something that might not have been that might not have been explained to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Wanted by the man. And, you know, his sort of, you know, passions and stuff like that. One of the tenets of my weird vampire religion is you find that and you encourage it and you foster it and you make it as big and bad as it could possibly be.
And so you by the time you get out of Zeta's place, it's about midnight, and so with a
I need to look up cool 70s slang that's not jinkies and yoinks. Because that's all I know.
Bakersfield's about a 2-hour drive at this time of night. And so if you want to leave now and spend the day in Bakersfield, you could. Alternatively, if you wait until tomorrow night to leave, sunset isn't until about 7:30, and so you might be cutting it a little close.
Yeah, I'll spend the rest of the night. I'll head out first thing tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
Give myself enough time, you know. I'm an expert. I've been doing this for a while. I give myself as much night as I can to get everything done as well as I can.
Okay. And so you're gonna spend the night here in Van Nuys, and then or spend the day here in Van Nuys, and then head out first thing tomorrow evening.
Yep.
Okay,
that's
so
my plan.
you'll probably be cutting it a little bit close because your meeting is at 10, and so and it's midnight right now. So all right, So you pull over. You do not have your. You can't go into the ground, can you?
No, me and my trunk and a bag, one of those body bags, classics of. One of the classic techniques of getting around when you don't have protein is a heavily reinforced body bag.
Do you have a dot of resources?
I have 2 dots of survival.
Do you have... Where did you get the body bag?
I've probably had it.
Okay.
This probably isn't new. If I've been a nomad for as long as I have been, I have this. This probably is like... What?
I'm wondering if the technology for those...
It's a body bag. A lot of times what they would do is they'd, like, coat it and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Like resin.
Okay.
Glue. Paint. Like a lot of stuff.
Okay. So, yeah. You have a body bag. You hide out in the trunk.
Zip my ass up.
Yep. And, yeah, he goes about his day. Christopher.
Yep.
Christopher goes about his day, and, eventually, and so, Nightmare's Flaw. Yes. So, I'll let you set the scene.
You will?
You know it better than I do.
Yeah. So, I think... Let me think about what would be the best way to introduce it.
Sure.
So, the setting is a resort out in the mountains, somewhere in Canada, probably closer to the east than the west or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And it is the dead, cold middle of winter. 1910. So, 1910, right before the Roaring 20s. Mm-hmm. Like, and maybe in the middle. You know, right before...
World War I.
Yeah. Right before everyone starts coming back. And, you catch me hiding. Mm-hmm. I am crouched down in a frigid closet. Everything that I'm wearing, I'm wearing a valet's uniform. Mm-hmm. So I'm wearing a vest, long sleeves, long skirt, and it is covered in gore. Mm-hmm. And I'm crouched down in probably like one of those closets where it's a normal one, and then there's that little space usually for like chamber pots and stuff before that stuff was, indoor plumbing and everything, and I've pushed it out and I'm hiding. I have the grate closed and I can hear screaming. Mm-hmm. And I can hear just loud footsteps. Yeah. And
you hear running, you hear footsteps that are moving faster than footsteps should be able to move. It's like it is
unbelievable.
And it's loud.
It feels like it's everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I've been hiding here from my count, it feels like forever. Oh, yeah. I've been here for 4 hours. Mm-hmm. And I was at the front desk when everything got out of control. I heard screaming.
Power went out.
Everything went out. Yeah. We had a couple of lights that were still oil, but those don't last super long. They kind of have to be kept up. Mm-hmm. So some of them are still on. And so every once in a while, you see shadow. Mm-hmm. And they put out the fire. And you can tell. Because normally, the fire has chimneys that go throughout to heat all the rooms. Mm-hmm. And you can tell by the smell, they put out the fires. And I don't understand why. Mm-hmm. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah. And I've been sitting there, and it is getting so cold. Mm-hmm. And I see steps. And the feet are facing one direction. And then they move right towards me, so I could see that they are now facing me.
Oh, like under the door?
Under the door. Mm-hmm. And
as you're sort of looking at these feet,
trying not to let my teeth chatter.
Yeah, they're facing the door. And they turn and walk away. And maybe over the course of the next 5 minutes or so, the noises start to stop. Mm-hmm. There's no more screams. You hear some laughter. You hear things getting knocked over,
things getting broken,
wood
splintering. I'm just like, I'm just trying so hard not to let the teeth chatter, and it is getting exponentially harder as the minutes start dragging on. Yeah.
And who were you thinking about at this time?
I was thinking about myself. I was thinking about why. Why is this actively happening right now to me in particular? It's a sort of selfishness that she's feeling. She doesn't think of family or anything. It's just a very self-centered, how am I going to get out of this? And it's sort of a very hopeless feeling as she's thinking about all of the circumstances that got her right here.
Yeah.
You know, she knows how cold it is, and she knows that there was a blizzard, and they all got telegrams and everything. They got word that roads are shutting down. You know, it's gonna be a big one. Be prepared.
Yeah.
And when that happens, nobody's coming for you.
Yep.
And so it is a very selfish thought while hiding.
And as you sort of look out into the you reach for the doorknob after the noises stop, and you open the door just slightly, and you see the back of one of them, and it looks like whoever it is you can see the back, and they're dressed in sort of like a very tattered military uniform, and they're you can see that they sort of have like long grayish hair, and as soon as you see it, as soon as you see that one, who's facing away from you, thankfully, you close the door.
Yeah.
You just close it right back.
And I wait.
And you're pretty confident that you did it silently.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure that you did it. And
I just need to wait.
Yeah, you just gotta wait it out. You wait till morning if you have to.
If I can get to somewhere more secure. If I can get to the attic, maybe I'll be okay. I can barricade that.
Yeah.
I feel like only I know how to get there. I hope.
And so, give me your nightmare dice roll.
Alright, so my nightmare dice roll, I think, is a willpower roll.
Yeah, I believe it is. And if you fail it, you get a minus
one to everything.
Yeah. I believe you did okay.
Yep. So, I made it by the skin of my little teeth. I wake up and I feel that cold.
Yeah.
God. I mean,
there's the cold that you wake up, and then there's the hot that you're experiencing because it's fucking hot out in this desert.
Sometimes that's welcoming.
Yeah.
When the dreams are particularly bad, it's just... Sometimes you wake up and you're still
cold all night.
You're still there.
Yeah.
And to wake up and feel the heat of the desert, it's comforting to feel.
And so you unzip yourself. You pop yourself out of the trunk.
Yeah.
And
hey.
You step out, look around.
Fuck is Chris?
Where the fuck is Christopher indeed?
Is Christopher? I look into the get into the front seat.
Spend one of your blood, please, to wake up.
I look into the seat. Did he leave a note? I told him to do that. No.
Yeah, you check the dash, and inside the dashboard there's a small note that says, "Be back. If you wake up before I get back, I should probably be back real soon. You know that you need to get on the road. Bakersfield is 2 hours away, and your meeting is set for 10. It's about 7:45 by the time you catch your bearings and everything.
Well. Oh. Hope you took your wallet with you, Christopher. And I get in the car. I'm like, I'll be back for him.
So yeah, you head off to
Christopher, you stupid.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And so yeah, with Bakersfield being outside of his jurisdiction anyway, it's not a huge loss, but you'll be back for him anyway.
He'll come back with a Coca-Cola and like something like one of those little things from McDonald's and be like,
oh man, I hope nobody stole the car.
That'd be pretty
they're gonna
bad.
have a bad time. Anyway.
It's happened before.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. I'll just park my butt right here.
Yep.
Sit.
Sits on the bench. And so yeah, you head out to Bakersfield, and you do have that merit that lets you
Open
bypass
road?
trouble on the road. Yeah.
Yep, I sure do.
So yeah, you know your way to Bakersfield, and you make it, and you're a little late by the end of it.
Yeah.
The address leads to a bar north of town. It is a large place with a huge gravel parking lot. Motorcycles and pickup trucks dominate the front lot, while you see a couple 18-wheelers parked out back.
Mm-hmm.
The bar itself is rough. As you sort of park up into the place, you do see a couple motorcycles set up, and what's the plan for me?
Sort of pull up, look at the dump, and just be like, oh, I never get to go anywhere nice. Get the money,
Yeah.
check it.
It's still there.
Okay, I have everything.
Doesn't look like Christopher.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm like, Christopher, I swear if you took money, I'm just gonna have to rearrange it to make it look like it's all there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it still looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah.
Slick my hair back and just go in.
Yep. You step inside, and the bar itself is rough. There's an empty stage surrounded by chicken wire. There's some country music playing on the jukebox. Pool tables and dartboards scattered about. It's packed with truckers, bikers, and locals. There are a handful of bouncers in the place and 3 bartenders on duty. The bikers you're all looking for stand out a bit, as they're all wearing vests that say Raptors across the back. There's an eagle with some bloody talons outstretched below it. And so, what do you want to do?
I come up with the case and I let it knock against, I let it be noisy, the case. And I sort of come up mid-conversation or whatever they're doing and go, slam it down. So I'm looking for a Sawyer?
They sort of stop. You can see there's 3 of them here. And then 3 others just sort of standing in the back. Do you have awareness?
Not awareness, just a lot of alertness.
Okay. Yeah, and so you saw them as you came in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys think you can help me with that?
Yeah, meet us out back.
Okay.
And so, out back, you meet with, they take you like through the back, like, so you walk through the kitchen, and it's a dingy, grimy mess, and then you go out back.
Yeah.
And out back, you can see one guy. He's pretty big, bald, big beard, with Let me see. He's got a
swastika right on his nose. Am I close?
You're not far off.
Yes.
A swastika has been prominently tattooed on the back of his head. Yeah. Out back, you meet Cyrus. He's the head of the gang. He's tall, muscular. His head's shaved, and he's got a lot of tattoos lining his arms. He looks over. He sees you. He kind of nods. He's standing with his back to this big white delivery truck. He pat her down.
All right.
Pat you down. Do they find any weapons, guns?
Yeah. They'll probably find a pistol, like a big old knife. You know, like normal.
Yeah. They take your knife. They take your pistol. They just sort of set them aside. Cash.
Sawyer.
If I could see the cash, we could
just
continue
turn
to do
it,
business.
Click it, close it.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
So hand over the cash and you'll get what you came for. And he pats on the back of the truck.
Open it up. I want to see him. Come on, this is standard negotiation.
Cyrus looks at you and says, I can respect that. Hop in the truck.
Hop into the truck.
In the back. It's a big storage truck.
Open it up.
He does.
Well, I want to look in it before I jump in.
Oh, it's empty.
So you're going to take me to where he's at?
Yeah.
I'm not getting in the back of your truck.
Well, I'm not gonna let it. I'm not gonna let some Sabbat fuck know where we keep all of our most important goods.
Do you want this? Are we?
You can hop in the back of the truck, or the deal's off.
You come in the back of the truck with me. Come on.
Look, it ain't the end of the world to me if I don't get this cash. I understand that for your friend, it is the end of the world for him.
He's not my friend. You can get in the back with me. I'll feel safe. You'll feel safe. It'll be fine. If I have nothing to worry about, what's the problem? I'm trying to be reasonable. Right now. Briefly.
Roll manipulation.
Intimidation.
Actually, oh, okay, if that's what you're going for. Yeah, it'll be difficulty 9. He's surrounded by men.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
That is 3 successes. Okay.
I just want him to ride with me. I feel very safe. It's no skin off your nose. Your boys know where to go, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
So we just get in the back and stare awkwardly at each other.
Yeah. Well, you step in the back. It closes down, and it's pitch black in the back of this thing. And
I can see him just fine.
You just click on your eyes, and he sits in the back. It's a pretty bumpy little trip.
Yeah.
It takes about like half an hour or so. Just
like, oh, shit.
Just bouncing back and forth, and yeah.
Nice tattoos.
Thanks.
They're really colorful. Good pigment.
Yeah. Okay. And so, yeah, you, it does eventually stop, and I was like, alright, we're here.
Excellent.
I open up the back of the trunk, and it appears that you're in this, you're at the foot of this old barn, and he says, money.
Sawyer, let's build. Come on, I gotta see him. Come on, man.
All right. And so, yeah, you take him. He takes you into the barn. It's kind of an old barn out in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't really look like it's got kind of a decrepit look to it. You can see that there are quite a few more bikers here.
Mm-hmm.
And he opens it up, and inside there is nothing. Roll initiative.
Yeah, here we go. I got my head on backwards.
So let me grab a sheet.
Initiative is wits.
So you're rolling a single die, and it will be wits plus alertness as a value added to that.
4.
And
wait, plus wits?
It's wits and alertness plus the value 5, you have there.
7.
And if you spend blood, you can add an extra 5 for your celerity. So I need to roll for a few different characters, and so give me 1 second to look all of them up. Okay, so it begins, and he is going to.
What's he gonna do?
He runs out. He runs over into the barn. He's going to spend blood for celerity, and he's going to pull out his gun. He's going to pull out his gun, and he's going to shoot you with his gun.
I shoot you with my gun.
Yeah,
So what's the light source in this barn? Yeah.
He will be rolling at a higher difficulty because there isn't really a light source.
Oh, is it just like the moon?
Yeah, it's pretty much moonlight.
He does pretty good, even though it's so dark. Look, there's an 8 there still.
So, yeah,
he does good.
He does hit, and so he's going to roll the damage of a pistol, which I believe is 6 dice.
Yes.
And you roll soak.
Nope, don't soak any of it.
Okay, well, you take 1 bashing.
Yeah, because I take half.
Yep.
So he hits me, and I'm offended.
Yeah, he hits you with his gun, and he's going to shoot again. Celerity.
Doesn't his go at the end of the round?
Yes, you're right. And so he gets an extra turn at the end.
He'll go here. So put a little tally there that he still gets 1.
I'll just give him a dot over here, and
I'm so hurt.
And I believe it is your turn.
I'm so hurt. So I'm gonna spend my first blood point to activate celerity, so I can also have an extra turn.
Sure.
So
and that's reflexive, so you still have your full turn.
How far away from him am I?
He ran out using 1 of his points of celerity.
So it'll take a.
And so yeah, it'll take a little bit. You are still surrounded on all sides by a slew of other peoples.
That's quite alright, because I'm also going to spend that second one for Gangrel claws. I can spend 2?
You do have to spend. Yeah, okay, you do have to spend it. They'll be out in the next turn.
Exactly. So by the time my next turn comes around at the end of the round, they will be ready.
They'll be out. In the meantime, what do you want to do?
In the meantime, so is there anybody next to me? Like, tell me about the closest unlucky guy next to me.
So, you stepped out. So you stepped out of the van, and they opened the barn door. You did see a few guys on the outside, about 4 of them, and it's hard to tell which ones are vampires and which ones might just be ghouls. But yeah, there were 4 guys on the outside and another 4 guys on the inside. The guys on the inside, you can see, are armed with things like Molotovs and other bad stuff. Okay. You do see a few shotguns. Chains and knives are also pretty prevalent.
Fine. May I hold this turn to dodge?
Yes. Yes.
That is what I will.
Okay. And so yeah. And you do still get your extra turn at the end. Yep, however, your claws still won't be out by then.
Yes, I'm pretty much biding my time to dodge whatever may come my way.
Okay. And so now one of the vampires is going to shoot you with his gun. You can, because you spent celerity, you can use this turn to dodge and another full turn to dodge. And I'm just going to roll all these guys at once.
I will use the first turn to dodge, because the second one, my claws will be out and I'm ready to party.
Okay.
To fucking party.
So.
Alright. Okay, so what's happening first?
So, yeah. It looks like they're all... so, one of the guys is... you see one of them, he has his gun up. It's a shotgun. He's gonna fire.
Mm-hmm.
And... just get...
Get ready to soakies? Or, well, can I get ready to dodgies?
Get ready to dodgies.
So, this is Dex and Athletics?
Dex and Athletics.
Does my celerity dots count?
You're using them already to get your extra turn.
Okay, yeah. So they don't add to...
Yeah, they're not going to add to your Dex.
Okay.
If you get 2 successes, you will successfully dodge. Yep.
I got it.
And so he opens fire and right out of the way.
I'm out of the way.
Right out of the way like it's nothing. And the other guy, one of the other guys around you also is going to take a shot, this time with a pistol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. These guys are sitting here shooting in the dark like, ooh.
And you may dodge again. 2 successes.
Alright.
Yep.
Cool.
Go for it.
Oh.
You got 1 success, so you do get hit. And I'm going to go ahead and roll that damage. Roll your soak.
Soakies. Nothing. Again.
Okay. So 3 cut in half.
Round down.
So I believe it rounds.
That's what we had done in LA. Or in other LA.
In the other LA game.
Which we don't speak about.
Yeah, we can round down. And so, yeah.
Motherfucker.
2 dashing. And remember your wound penalties.
Yep.
And so, yeah. Now you used your celerity turn to dodge twice and get your full dice pool. So you, yeah. And so now it's Cyrus's turn, and he's going to,
He's going to
get up on you and start swinging.
Please.
And so, yeah, he rushes in. He rushes in. So basically, you dodge the shotgun blast. Yeah, you dodge the shotgun blast. You get scraped. You get scraped by with a pistol shot. And now, and then as you're looking up, Cyrus, who had just fired that first shot that hit you,
is already back on you. Fucking celerity,
and,
love it.
And yeah, he's going to throw a swing at you. Let's roll, and we'll see if he hits. Oh wow. Okay, so that's 4 successes.
Nice.
Roll damage plus 3 plus potence.
And you're still accounting for low light?
So 3 plus 4. He's on you.
No.
Like, he can see you.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then plus his potence rating of 3.
Let me just roll my little soaks.
Yeah, roll your soak.
2.
So those can go away.
Oh my
bashing, god. So you take 1. On his 3 successes. And yeah, he punches you right in the nose. Just
Does he knock my glasses off my face?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And
motherfucker.
So remember, you can also use blood to heal.
Oh yeah.
And so, but yep, it begins the beginning of the next turn. Because
he goes again.
Yeah, he's gonna go again. And so now he's going to reach in and try to grapple.
Okay.
And so that's Dex plus Strength. And his Strength is 4.
He does okay this time, yeah?
Yeah, looks like he has...
So, contested grapple.
He's grabbed you.
How do we do this?
So...
I don't remember grappling rules real well.
Right now, he's got you, and basically he's going to roll strength, just raw strength plus potence each turn to do damage without having to worry about hitting you.
Okay.
Because he's on top of you. Likewise, you can do the same to him. Mm-hmm. And so that's where we're at.
Okay. So he's done that. He has me.
He has
I'm
you.
once more gonna spend some blood.
He has you, and he's going to...
So, show me, like, how are we grappled together?
So, yeah, he pretty much reaches in and tries... He bear hugs you.
Oh.
He bear hugs you, and he's got them potent arms.
Oh, so is he just, like, wrapped around my arms?
Yeah, he's pretty much wrapped around you. Your arms are stuck in. You can still move your elbows.
Oh, no.
And so, on that end, you can definitely, like, throw some punches up into him, or
I have ag claws.
Yeah,
okay,
you sure do.
So let me think. I'm right here. My mobility is limited, definitely, but
yeah, he's got you. He's keeping you still, and so there are others around
who are about
with like knives and shit, so that they can come up and try to stab you and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so
my first one, I've spent the 1 blood for my extra turn.
Yep.
I'm going to spend the second, and so I'm going to spend that extra 1 to heal 1.
Okay.
All right. And so for my first action, I'm going to Aglon.
Sure.
I am going to because I'm right here. He has my arm, so I can't like lift it at the shoulders.
Yeah.
But these claws are going directly up and into him.
Up into him, yeah.
Okay. They're gonna go up and in, and I'm just gonna like grip whatever shriveled organs there are in there, and I'm just gonna rake my claws through them. So
you don't have because he's got you grappled. You don't even have to roll the dex to hit. You've already hit.
I'm right here. Yeah.
You'll roll your strength plus potence.
Strength plus potence, and then my claws.
And it'll plus 1 because of the ag.
Strength plus 1 ag. I don't add brawl to this?
Nope.
Oh no, because I've already rolled.
Yeah, you've already hit.
Come on.
So it prevents you from doing as much damage as you potentially could do by stopping you from having those extra brawl
What's
successes.
a success?
6 and up.
2.
2, okay. So he's going to take...
That's enough.
He's going to take 2 ag, and he screams...
In agony?
In agony as you rip and tear into this guy.
Okay.
And it does force him to relent the hold.
Okay.
However, you were held in place long enough for
everyone to aim up.
Some guys to come up in and try to get theirs in on you. And so they're going to roll for some stabbies, which will be like strength plus 1 lethal.
Ooh.
And so that is 1. You will take 1 bashing.
Oh, 1s don't take away? Do I
not on damage.
Stam?
Yeah, you do get to soak. It's soaked. They try to stab you with the knife, but it like slides off.
Yeah.
Either your jacket.
It hits a bone and just slides. Doesn't get like a good deep stab.
Between the jacket and between you just being a vampire and having durable skin, it doesn't work. The other guy is going to attempt to shoot you with a gun.
I'm going to shoot you with a gun.
That's 1. That's a hit. And so 6 dice for damage.
It's 5 to hit.
6 to hit.
Oh.
Oh wait, no.
Because that guy... he didn't get a 6. He got 5s.
No, there was at least 1 success in there.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember if it was Nope,
oh yeah, 1s don't take away.
1s don't take away.
All
and
right.
so, roll your soakies.
1.
You roll 1, and you take 1 bashing.
Shoots me right in the back.
Yep, shoots you right in the back, and you feel the sting of the bullets. They don't feel great.
No, they do not feel great.
Looks like they'll probably be trying for headshots in the
future,
in
a second,
and that will be lethal.
Yep.
And so, that's their turn. It is now Cyrus's turn. He has, no, it's your celerity turn.
Yes. Did he spend celerity?
He did not spend for celerity.
Okay, I did though.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So yeah, he's just
so can I
both
rake him and then kind of get behind him so that people firing have to fire through his body or anything?
With a celerity turn, yeah, you get your move action to get around
to just
behind
like
him.
I'm using him like cover because he's a big beefy boy, yeah. And so I want to use my move action to like slip behind him, and then as I'm doing it, I rake those claws.
Okay.
Because I'm still in his body.
So you're just trying to maneuver.
Anime just push through.
You're just trying to like maneuver him to the
back
to take
to
shots.
Be my shield. And so let me roll my.
Go ahead and roll your damage because you have him grappled now.
Oh by the organs.
You have him grappled by his organs.
Three.
Okay. So he's going to take 3 ag.
I'm hoping this guy isn't like gonna fight to the death.
Yeah, and so roll contested strength.
Okay.
To see if you can get him around. Now, because you're rolling your strength, he's going to roll his strength plus potency. He's sitting at a -2 penalty.
Okay, let's go.
You're sitting at a -1 penalty.
1, 2.
So 1 second. -2, so he's still rolling 5.
I think he's still... Wait! No!
Did you get 2 successes?
Yeah.
You got 3.
Dang it. 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah.
You did it, boy.
And so you're not able to fight him enough to get into a more advantageous position. He does not give a fuck. He says, "Stop! Stop! 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 Damn it! Stop!"
And I like...
"Stop shooting!" And they stop.
And like... They stop. I look over. I like glare back up at him. My eyes are like catching the tiny little bits of light, and I'm just like, "So we're giving up now?"
"Stop! Get the fuck off me!"
I grip. Stand still. Any more, and it might be the end. I'm gonna give you 1 chance to explain yourself. Let's hear it.
"I was gonna steal the money."
Okay. Where's Sawyer?
We got a better deal. So you can roll to intimidate.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
The intimidate and strength. And we'll put it at a low difficulty. We'll say 5.
3.
Okay. And so, we received a second offer for Sawyer. We got another group of raptors driving him down to Barstow. Now to hand him off to some guy.
Who?
He called himself Mr. Galt.
Mr. Galt, huh?
Gave us $200,000 for Sawyer to be delivered to him. Gave us an extra $50,000 for us to kill anybody who came for him.
Oh, I see. So, why shouldn't? You give me the reason why I shouldn't just finish you off right now. You have inconvenienced me, and I'd like jiggle my fingers greatly. Give me a reason why I shouldn't drain what's left in your body out of you right now.
Because you're fucking surrounded. Yeah, you might kill me.
Oh no.
But you won't kill the rest of them. Boys, light the Molotovs! And,
you gonna sacrifice yourself like that, buddy?
They're lighting them.
Alright. He's gonna push forward. It's gonna like I'm walking out of the thing, but I'm still holding him. I'm like, these guys are ghouls. Light them up. Just gonna bluff it. Really? You're just gonna let them light you like that? That's awful. Unloyal. Alright. And I want to like edge towards the car. Or edge towards the truck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to let you go right now. Get my money. Get in that car.
Go! Get the fuck out of here!
And I sort of like grit. All right. I want to take. I'm finishing it.
You gonna rip him up? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out. If it kills him, it kills him. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Okay.
But I'm doing that.
Oh, okay. So you're just.
I'm just going to.
Oh, you're
rip back out.
Ripping back. All right. Roll strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I rip back out, and he falls.
He's just you. And as far as everyone else can tell, you just see him. They just see him fall down to his knees and then just slip over to the side. His body begins aging rapidly. The boys are going to start throwing Molotovs at you.
That's fine, because I'm slaring the fuck out of here.
Okay. They're gonna get their first throw in. You can spend blood reflexively for dodging purposes on celerity.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have to split your dice pool.
Oh yes. All right. So, Dex and athletics.
That's 3.
Let's see if I can get past that. No.
Okay.
So I'll just have to try to.
They are going to hit you with the
fire.
And so, give me 1 second while I see how much damage a Molotov cocktail does.
Do it like a gun. It's an ag gun.
Okay. So yeah, six dice seems fair.
Come on, baby.
Good luck.
We'll see if I don't die on the first session. Yeah.
That'd be great. But never promised.
He does
3 ag.
pretty good.
And so you are in rough fucking shape.
Yep.
Because the bashing you had converts.
Yeah, so I had this much, and so...
And now you get that much more bashing.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, you're in rough shape.
Ooh, I actually might not make it out of here.
And
I'm
so, yeah.
So yeah, I'm fucked. Wait! Spend blood, okay.
Yeah, you can still spend blood to heal. And,
Yep.
yeah. And so, yeah, the fire crashes down on
Just
you.
like, ah, shit!
And, yeah, roll rot trick.
Oh, fun!
That'd be your courage. And
nothing.
I
am in the desert.
And so, I'm gonna have you...
I'm celerating my ass away.
Yep. You are...
Bye, bitch.
You are... You are a fucking fireball just running out.
I roll, get back up, roll,
yeah, you are
get back
doing
up.
everything you can to get the fire off of you.
Yeah.
Ripping your coat off.
Bye, bitch.
And just doing everything you can to get this fire off of you. You rush out into the desert and yeah.
Once I come out of this, I'm just gonna be like, ow.
Yep. And so you find yourself a hiding spot. Everything red as far as you're concerned right now. You and when you come back to, you can see the singe marks all over you.
Fuck.
You are really fucked up. You are.
Slow down.
Yeah, and so it's still nighttime. It's hard to tell how nighttime. You can see the trail that you left to get here. It would not be hard to suspect that they might follow that to come finish you off.
That's fair. So I'm gonna spend some blood.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about turns or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a little blood to get me out of crippled.
I'm gonna give you a take that blood back because bashing heals pretty quickly, like 5-minute increments.
Oh, then yeah.
And so don't even worry about.
So I sit there and as you know.
And so yeah, you're healing back, but that ag fucking hurts. It is
agonizing.
Yeah. Your hair is real fucked up.
Just like try to slick it back, and there's soot.
And you're pulling hair out, and it's a bad scene.
That's fine.
And so
this is fine.
Yeah, you are.
This is not fun.
It's not fine. As far as you know, that barn could be the only building for miles.
Well, that's why I'm going to. I'm going to make some assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
I do have enough dots in survival that I'm sure this kind of stuff has happened before.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna kind of think about where the town was, look at my surroundings, listen, try to hear if I hear any cars, anything like that. If I find a highway, I'm good.
Okay.
And so, do what I gotta do.
Yep. And you...
It's a what? Perception and survival?
Yeah.
Just sit down.
Or no, it would be... Yeah, you're right.
Nope. I'm fucking lost.
You are...
More than lost.
Yeah.
I'm ultra lost.
The only thing you're hearing right now is a howl in the far distance.
That's not great. Yeah. That makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. And so...
Alright. Gotta keep going.
Yeah. And so, we can do a... Well, alright.
You want to do an extended?
So, after about 30 minutes, you start hearing engines.
Oh, please.
You sort of sit there for a little bit listening, but you do hear engines approaching that sound like motorcycles.
Fun. When I say fun, I mean not like super. I'm gonna obfuscate a bit.
Okay.
On the side of the road.
Yeah. You're nowhere near a road.
I'm gonna obfuscate and just kind of observe.
Yeah.
For a second.
Yeah, and you can see that also not on the road are these motorcycles with their headlights on.
Okay.
And it appears that they are raptors who are following the trail to finish the job.
Alright, I just need one of those bikes.
And so, yeah.
Alright, so no. I sit there and I wait. I want to see. They can probably see where my hair's all over the ground, and so they're gonna...
They slow down. They slow down and
bike,
do eventually come to a stop. They are equipped with AK-47s.
Goddamn.
And it looks like, who knows what else. You do see one bottle sitting on the back in their little motorcycle carrying case. And
there it is,
it's
baby.
not hard to guess what that is.
Yep, I'm just like, ooh, you little bitch.
It's two motorcycles.
Oh, it's just two of them?
Yeah, it's two of them. And they approach. They do come to a stop, and they start looking around behind the rock that you were set up on. They pull out some some of those bashing Vietnam era military flashlights that are curved, that you could use to whack people with if you needed to.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And so,
so they've gone to start looking.
Yeah, they're starting to look in the area that you're in.
So they have some AKs.
Yeah, they're flashing their lights around, just trying to get a sense of the area.
Do both of them have flashlights?
Both of them have flashlights.
Both of them have flashlights.
And so...
let me think. So, I could of course take the motorcycle, take one of the motorcycles, Molotov the other, so they have trouble following me. Or...
You're hungry.
I could get some blood out. That was what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I can get some blood out of it.
Yeah, you're looking pretty hungry.
Right. So it mentions that when it comes to level 2 obfuscate, I have things on me that are obfuscated with me.
Yeah. You did leave your jacket behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything that could fit in your pockets is obfuscated with you. Mm-hmm. Or anything you're wearing, alternatively.
Okay. I think I'm gonna eat. And I think that's the choice that I'm definitely gonna make.
Okay.
They left the Molotov on the bike.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. Don't have to worry about that. Do you have to worry about AK-47s? But, right, I'm going to stock up on one of them. And do what Gangrels like me do best. Which is, single out somebody by making sure they're alone. Mm-hmm. And so, I might my glasses. Well, no, my glasses were knocked off. I wonder if I have anything left on me. Probably not. Maybe stuff in my pockets and shit. Put my keys on the ground. And I want them to separate just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I might take the keys out of my pocket and skid them on the ground. Because I want there to be like a little bit of separation.
Okay.
That is the goal. So would that be like a stealth? Stealth wits or what? To get them separated?
Yeah, we'll say stealth wits. And we're looking at difficulty 7.
No.
Okay. So you take your keys out. You take your keys out and you hold them so tightly that they don't make a sound as you're pulling them out. And you toss them.
And they both go together.
Yeah, they're smart.
Motherfuckers. Hoping your dumbasses would separate.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you toss them. They see it. The flashlight gets on. The flashlight kind of focuses over to the keys, and they are
frightened.
Yeah, they're nervous because now they know you're here.
Yeah.
And so they start aiming their guns around.
Should I spend blood to get celerity or I can't for a double turn or anything?
You can do that.
Because I want this to be very fast.
Okay.
I want to come up behind one, claw the throat.
Okay.
Claw the throat, and before the other guy turns around,
get
back into obfuscate.
Oh, okay. So
that's why I'm doing this from behind.
So, you can't use disciplines with your secondary celerity.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's because then celerity is just too busted.
Nuts.
It is a physical action that you can do. It is only like physical actions that you can do with your extra celerity.
Gotcha. But it is very dark. And so as long as I could get one of their eyes not on me anymore, that's all I need to get back into. So what I'm thinking, and so they're walking like one like gently ahead of the other.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and very swiftly, with all my celerity nonsense, grip his flashlight from behind and claw his throat out, and like when he falls back, let him fall back into me.
So that you're like holding him up?
Yes, like I'm holding him up.
Okay.
And so the flashlight is still ahead. The guy in front
doesn't suspect anything. Okay, so I think that'll take a few different rolls. So, so the first thing you're going to do is obviously you've spent the blood for celerity, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you are going to stealth plus dex to sneak up on the guy, and you'll be at a low difficulty because you're doing it fast.
Okay. Can I spend a willpower anyway? Because I'm.
You sure can. Yeah. So that's one success, and you're at difficulty 5. Okay, so 3 successes. You do it. So you sneak up on him. You sneak up on him, and now you do the...
I lay him down.
Well, you haven't killed him yet.
No, I haven't.
You roll strength for damage.
Okay.
Because you're up on him. Very
3.
nice, 3. And so
I get him.
And so you rush up behind,
rip it out so bad that nothing.
Yeah, you rip his throat out. He's done. He's got blood just pouring out of him, and you're holding the flashlight in place. Do you want to try to snack on this guy, or are you going to let his blood drain?
I'm going to let him fall back because now that he's not. I don't want to begin on one and get shot at.
Have the other turn around. Yeah.
That's why get him alone, you're good. And so I'm going to let him fall very gently and then keep up.
Gently. Give me stealth and strength. Which is not something we roll every day, but yeah.
It's applicable in this point. No. I let that bitch thud.
Yeah. He thuds. The other guy turns around and he's gonna
flash him in the eyes.
Yeah, he's gonna get a shot. But he's gonna be at a higher difficulty because
I shining that shit right
flash
there.
it right up in his eyes.
It's nighttime. Well, no. Yeah, there's light.
Yeah, he
there's
knows,
light.
He knows what to shoot at, but he's got a flashlight in his eyes. So. Fire.
Ooh,
and
1?
Yep, that is 1 success. But no, he doesn't even get that because the 1 canceled out. And he was at higher difficulty. So yeah, he starts firing and it just but the shots are firing off everywhere into the night. And
yeah.
You can use your extra celerity turn at this point to
I'm latching on, baby.
So you're gonna rush in and get him.
Get the good chomp.
Yep. So that'll be a
brawl.
You gotta make a grapple roll first.
So
which
that's
is
strength.
Dex and brawl.
Oh, Dex and brawl. Oh, 1.
Yep. You got 1. That's good enough. And now you're gonna roll your strength plus 2, and it'll be ag. Okay. So
I got him.
yeah, you get into him.
He's
a vampire.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this is about to be really delicious.
Okay. So you're gonna do
yeah, until it's empty, but not that empty.
So he won't be dead.
Yeah, I know.
He'll be torpid until morning. And so
maybe that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
that's not a bad thing. Drinking up.
Yeah. So
how much was in him?
Fill up. And remember, if you spend 5 and get a whole night's rest, you can start working away that ag.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's like 2 weeks.
Shit. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is after I've drained him until he's lighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like he's lighter to hold. I just finish up and I just kind of like kneel over him for a minute, put him down, and just savor it for a second.
Yeah.
And I like
you're starting to feel
mend those fucking shitty burns.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start blowing a little bit of blood right here, just like, oh my god, I just want to feel relief from the burns.
Yeah. At the very least.
5.
Yeah.
So I sit there.
You'll need to
top off.
Pretty much rest for the rest of the night.
Oh yeah. So after I drink from him, I'm just gonna go to the guy, like, is there any left? Well, the guy whose throat I was like, oh,
you're able to get about 2 blood points out of him.
Oh, it's all over the place.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Oh, that's.
But his keys are there, and his bike. The keys are there, and the bikes are there, and.
Like, what kind of stuff do they have on them? Guns? Oh, yes, thank you. They took my gun.
Yeah, you can take the AKs.
Take all of it.
Take the flashlights.
AK. Flashlight.
Yep.
What's in the bike? Molotov.
There's a Molotov.
They have a knife.
Yep.
Nice. Take one of their jackets. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking jacket.
You're after now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club, baby. It's fucking bullshit, man.
Alright, so.
Fucking go back.
You're gonna go back to the barn? There's $50,000.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. 50,000 70s dollars is a lot of money. But the thing is, I am pretty damaged. Well, these were 2 guys. How many were there? 6?
There were 8.
There were 8. So I killed Big Boy, and I got 2, and so they're all.
Well, there were 8 henches, and then there were Cyrus.
Oh, so there were 9 total.
Yeah.
So we had 9. I killed Cyrus, these 2 guys, and now there's 4 left. And the beauty, I suppose, is that I work better.
There'll be 6 left.
I work better as an ambush hunter anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So them getting the jump on me is where things definitely go wrong for me. I don't have fortitude or anything.
Yeah,
and so I work best when I show up first, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I will go back.
To the barn?
To the barn. I will take the bike, park it at a distance, normal MO for me, and just observe. If it seems like I can't do this.
And so as you return to the barn, it's empty. They've taken the van.
This bitch empty.
Yeah, they've They've taken the van. Looks like most of the bikes are gone by this point. There might be one or two in there, but they have skidooed.
Not worth it. When I think about the Molotov, when I think about that terrible little shack they have, that awful, dreadful little shack. Yeah. Looks like there's a lot of wood in there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go back and get my car.
Okay. And
also light their shit on fire.
Problem. You didn't know. So the problem is that you don't know where you are.
Okay, then maybe I do have to go in there, take care of one of these guys. So what I'm gonna do is I just gotta get one of them. I just gotta get one of them, and so when I go there, the bar doors are they're closed. Yeah.
The barn door.
Yeah.
No,
are they open?
They're still open.
Do I see anyone?
You see one bike parked inside. You flash your eyes, and so you get the night vision. The truck is gone. The truck is gone. Most of the bikes are gone. There's still one bike left. Presumably a guy who's waiting for the other two to come back.
Okay. Sorry, dude. I go in. I obfuscated, and so I just sort of look for him.
Yeah. You do see him. He looks pissed. Drew the short straw, and he's just sort of leaned up against the wall as you so you walk in through the big barn door, and on the side of right next to the barn door, you can see him leaned up,
looking pissed,
grumbling to himself. This is bullshit. 75 goddamn years old. I shouldn't be dealing with this shit.
Alright.
I helped Jeremy fucking McNeil take the goddamn city. What am I doing out here?
I'm still hungry. I will top off.
Okay.
I'm going to do that. Hopefully get him to succumb to the kiss. I'm going to try not to take too much. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to cow this guy into telling me what I want to know by threatening his livelihood, his deathlyhood. Mm-hmm. Alright, so is that a grapple to get him?
So give me just a stealth and wits to sneak up on him.
Probably the difficulty isn't too high. The ground isn't weird, right?
No.
Okay, I did really good.
Yeah, you did.
Alright.
And so you're up on him. We don't even need to roll. So he's gonna roll his willpower to see if he resists the kiss. Does not resist the kiss, and I
take 5 and just settle him down.
Yep. Do you want to spend that for your next wound? He's not. He goes. And he sort of succumbs to it. He's not falling asleep, but you can spend that 5 and you can keep draining until he's down to what you would suspect is his last blood point.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to where he feels weak.
And so go ahead. You spent that 5, and now you can take another 4.
All right, and as he starts going, I start feeling it's getting harder to pull the thick, viscous vitae out, and I start to stop.
And he just... And then he stops, and you drop him down.
And I look at what, his vest, does it have his name on it? His cool biker name. My name's...
Larry.
Oh, no! Larry! He had the opportunity to give himself a biker name, like
Spike.
Like Spike or Dagger. Larry! Larry, you fuck. And so I just... Larry. Alright. So, I will let you live just long enough for us to get on your bike and we're going to drive to civilization. How's that sound? Larry?
Okay. He kind of, like, pokes its head out the barn and sees that you're on one of his friend's bike.
Got that?
Okay.
So, mind you.
Roll, give me intimidation and, strength.
Yeah.
Difficulty 4. Normally I was going to make you roll a 4, but I just want to see it. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, that's exceptional.
Yeah.
Just like, listen, Larry, we're going to get on that bike, and you're going to drive me back, alright? I just want to get my car. Mm-hmm. And if I start to get the idea that you might be up to anything, I will rip your fucking head off while we are on that motorcycle. Okay? I have nothing to lose.
Okay.
You have everything to lose. I am being exceptionally reasonable right now.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Get up.
I gotta get back and get some blood. Hey.
Oh, I have some for you. And
You are, I will note, you do have a level 1 blood bond to Larry at this time.
Do people that have taken the, Valdery...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Forgot all about that.
How?
You don't get
That's
to worry
very
about that
important.
Anymore. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Like, oh,
I mean,
I look back at the label, Larry.
You still feel it, but like it's nothing.
I have so many going on in here.
It is ignorable.
Larry.
Okay.
I'll do this for you. And I just sort of like bite my arm and drip it. Like, I don't put like my arm close to his face, but I drip it on his face. Shh.
It's sort of like it's like landing
in
on
his eyes
and shit, and he just sort of opens his mouth, he grabs your arm, and just sort of takes. He takes. He's gonna go ahead and take 3 blood points.
That's fine.
Also, roll to resist the kiss.
What do I roll? Willpower?
Willpower. You're good. Alright.
I just let him go. I'm just like, oh, it's always nice. Alright. I slap him in the forehead.
Yeah.
Alright, Larry, come on.
Okay.
Grab him by his stupid ponytail. Pull him up. Get on the bike, Larry.
Okay. Gets on the bike and revs it up and...
Whose idea was it to fuck me, Larry?
It was Mr. Galt. He gave us the instructions and he gave us an extra 50k to take you down.
God, you better hope they have my money.
So
they ride. He's just like, oh my god.
Are you on the same bike as him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And so, yeah. Did you grab your Molotov from yours?
Yes, honey.
Okay.
I put it like in the... Because I have their jacket.
These are heavier jackets.
It's a nice jacket. I might keep it.
And so, yeah. Just drives you back, and sure enough, about a half hour passes. It's getting late.
Mm-hmm.
And you're back in Bakersfield.
What time is it? It's like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
It's hard to tell. You lost time when you frenzied, and so...
Would I be able to make a survival check?
Yeah, you can make a survival check. Survival and intelligence.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can I tell maybe by
you look at the moon. You look at the moon. Your guess is that it's probably about 3:30.
Oh shit! Yeah. So we pull up and everything.
Yep.
Like, all right, Larry. We had a good time.
You can see in the back as he's pulling in, the white van is there.
So, Larry, where do you think my money is? Come on.
I guess the guys inside probably have it. If they grabbed it out the back of the van.
Okay. That's okay. That's alright. It's a lot of money, Larry. It is a lot of money. But I am burning moonlight right now. Okay. I reach back into my Molotov and get off the bike, Larry.
Okay.
Get off the bike, Larry.
Okay.
I sort of position it. I look at the building a little bit, look for a part that looks particularly dry, flammable. So,
there's a lot of liquor in it.
Go up to the tank on the thing, just take out one of the knives, and with my strength, just into the gas tank
of the
bike. Of his motorcycle right in front of him. Just kick it over. What? Do you have a light, Larry? There's one in here. It's fine. I just as I'm about to light it up.
So you're gonna light the Molotov.
I'm gonna crash it into the side of that building.
Okay. And you've prevented him from chasing after you with his bike. Is that the idea? Because you
the idea is the gasoline.
Right, but you're like, are you up against the building? Yeah. Oh, okay, I see.
I've punctured it, leaned up against a particularly dry part of the building.
Okay, gotcha.
Be like, all right, I have my keys, all my stuff, get ready. I just get psyched to light it, because anytime I'm just like, oh, yes, I'm back at the fire dance. Oh, I'm not a bitch. I light it up and throw it.
Yep, you toss it, and the place.
Go get in my car. Pull out,
you pull
drive,
out,
and I wait, and I look to see if they leave with it. And if they do, I'm fucking hitting them with my goddamn car.
Yeah. The building is on fire. Smoke starts happening. Some small explosions go off. And yeah, sure enough, you do see some guys come out. One guy comes out with the briefcase.
There we go, honey.
And so,
I'm gonna fucking hit him with my fucking car. I'm gonna smear him across the fucking desert floor.
And so, yeah, you ride forward.
I hit the brake and it squeals just from a moment, kicking up dust.
let me negate Larry real quick. Larry is a non-entity. Alright, so yeah, you're gonna start driving your car at this guy.
I hope he's up on the wind. Does he get up on the windshield when I fucking slam him?
So
what would this be?
So we're just gonna roll damage. We're just gonna roll damage because I'm gonna assume you hit him. Okay. And so a car hitting him is 10.
How much did I speed up to?
Yeah.
Like acceleration.
We'll say how fast do you need to be? How fast were you going? Let me ask you.
Enough that I was burning fucking rubber.
Okay.
I wanted to splatter this man.
We'll say driving with the intent to kill. 10 dice seems fair.
Oh my fucking god.
And this is damage, so don't worry about one's taking away. So 5. He is incapacitated.
Cool. And describe to me how his body falls.
Yeah. So you get him right in the hip, shattering it completely. Just
roll down the fucking windows.
His head smashes into the windshield for a second, and you just sort of drive over him. Your briefcase is in real shit shape at this point.
Then after I hit him, I slam the brakes and swing the butt of my car around. Mm-hmm. Oh, get out! Get my briefcase! And then get back in.
Okay.
Just like, alright, I buckle it in.
The building's on fire, people are screaming, you do see some mortals running out with...
I took the AK-47. And I'm just like, I can't believe these motherfuckers burned my fucking hair, fuck my fucking jacket, fuck y'all. And I as I'm driving away, I just let it.
Yeah.
I let it rip at the burning building and drive into the fucking night.
Larry at this point has ducked his head down. He's got he was ready for the chaos that you were to unleash, and he's just down on the ground like, I gotta get out of here, man. He spends some blood on his celerity and gets the fuck out of there. And you ride off with this burning building on your backside.
I'm just shaking my head like, I cannot believe.
You have,
I can't believe the fucking gall of these people.
Yeah. You got rid of 3 of their vampires, at least from the ones that were at that place. You know that more raptors took off with Sawyer to this Mr. Gall.
That's a problem for tomorrow me.
Yep.
Right now, I want nothing more to crawl. I don't think I can make it back to the other town, so I'm gonna stop somewhere in Bakersfield.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it back to Van Nuys.
I'm probably gonna hitch it somewhere.
Yeah. You pull into do you want to stop at a motel, or do you want to hide the car? And
the car.
Yeah. So give me.
So I'm gonna take it into some back fucking road or some shit.
Yeah, we'll say you're able to do that. And are you going to go to an inn, or are you going to stay in the trunk?
I am trunking up.
Okay.
It is getting to that time. I am
the sky
hidden.
Is going to start turning pink here pretty soon.
Zip.
And yeah, you get into the back of your car. Just for the sake of it, give me stealth and wits to see where if you hit the car in a safe locale. You good?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, so I hit it,
yeah.
I get in there, and I'm just like, I hate sleeping. Time to sleep.
Yep. And so
yeah.
go back to the hotel.
Yeah. Back to Dreamland, my favorite place to be! Not really.
And it's pretty much like a continuation of the previous night's
It always is.
dream.
I've waited.
You waited.
In that little fucking cubby. Until I didn't hear anything for a while. Before I dared to get out of there. And,
when you open the door, nobody's there. You haven't heard anything in what feels like maybe half an hour or so, but you really can't be sure. The only thing that you're hearing is the howl of the blizzard outside.
Yeah.
And you can hear the sort of foundation of the building rattling just slightly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big hotel.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting hit real hard by the snow.
Yeah, no, it's probably getting to the point where on certain parts of the building, it's built up so much that the windows are whited out.
Yeah.
You can't see. And I know that there is a route for me to get to where I need to go.
Okay.
I need to get to the attic.
Yep.
I just have to make it there without anybody seeing me.
And so, give me a stealth.
It's like baby stealth.
Stealth and dexterity. And take 2 away from your total dice pool.
Come on, baby. Yes. But I definitely do see some stuff on my way there. I see some things that are haunting.
Mm-hmm. As you're walking through, you're seeing co-workers who are impaled by the head through the mouth against like wall trophies.
Yeah.
Like antlers and things like that. Who are one of them who it looks like the antler trophy's crooked, like like it couldn't sustain the body weight, and so somebody stuffed a chair up underneath for the body to rest on and put the weight down onto so that the trophy would stay upright.
It was pretty gruesome.
Yeah. And you see throats ripped, you see people looking very dry, sitting down. You hear...
These are all people like I know.
Yeah, and these are people you know and people you've been working with. You hear, oh,
shh, 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 shh.
Help me.
And I start to move fast.
Oh. And you recognize that it's the voice of your boss.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I go and I look at just the state of him.
Yeah, he's missing an arm. He's bleeding out real bad. He sees you.
I start to move. No.
As you're looking down, you see he looks up at you, thinking that maybe you could help him, and you just turn around, walk the other way.
I can walk away from that situation.
You feel just the thump as you walked away. Hope left.
Yeah,
and he just
went down,
flunked out,
and
you
go
continue making your way through
all
this
the back
nightmarish route.
Yeah, I know I need to go through the back kitchens and everything to get to the service entrance to get up to the attic.
And as you make your way over to the back kitchen, you can hear some shouting in French.
No.
They're shouting in French. Sounds like a bunch of cursing. And just you find anything good?
No.
Anything we can sell?
A pan.
Yeah. Fucking worthless. What's the point in having this hoity-toity hotel if we can't even... If there's nothing we can even scavenge from this place that's worth a damn. And the other guy goes, well, it's not my fault you picked the least busy day of the whole fucking year to strike. And it was like, this is the only way we would have been able to hide it, so shut up.
Fuck off.
Yeah, why don't you go fuck off? And so,
yeah. I'm just,
you can just
once
hear
I started
these
hearing
arguing voices back and forth.
Get in a cupboard. Playing this game again. Now I'm in a cupboard shivering.
And so you find a
Fucking get a knife.
a
Like,
little-
oh my god.
yeah, you find a food cabinet. And you're able to at least grab a knife this time.
I'm like, they come for
hide
me.
inside.
Fucking bandits.
You hide inside, and
Something.
that's the only thing.
That's the only thing I could imagine. But, like, you know, everyone always hears stories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this time period isn't too far from, you know, the Wild West and everything. So
sure.
you always hear about, you know, bloodthirsty bandits, they come in, but, like, this is worse than the most gruesome Penny Dreadful to have ever been penned. Like, this doesn't seem like bandits.
It seems like war. This seems like a battlefield, but a battlefield where only one side was fighting with everything they had,
and the other side
and
were
the
just...
other side,
it was a slaughter.
Yeah,
it was
just a slaughter.
It was a butchering.
No.
And, you know, I get back in.
You hide in the closet and you hear, wait, I think I heard something. You hear one of them call out to Pierre. No? It's probably the wind, idiot.
Stupid.
It's like, yeah, shut the fuck up for a second.
And I, like, put my fingers in my mouth to keep my teeth from chattering.
And you start tasting blood before long.
I'm just like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Put my hand in my mouth.
And you can just biting into your bone, basically.
Trying to not let the chattering get too loud.
I think it came from the kitchen. Hello? Hello? Mounted police. And then you hear the clattering of pots and pans.
Oh.
We'll find you.
And she's
The
just...
night is still. And
You know,
that's where we'll stop.
we'll stop right there.
So, that was the first session.
Yeah. Well, that was very fun. I hope after we watch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, I hope I embodied it enough.
That we get the
Seal of approval.
The feeling
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
That's what I hope.
Yeah.
So, what are we gonna do?
So, experience. Go ahead and take 3. Really? I don't
so
feel like I should give you any experience because I gave you
honestly,
so much at the beginning. But, you know what? It's something to do. And so, you'll get your 3.
But yeah, that was really good. I was cool. I got my ass beat.
Yeah.
There was some doubt. I drank heartily. I intimidated Terry. And I got to be cool. And I can't wait to extend more of the mysteries of how did cool Margot become a thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm very excited.
I like the little flashbacks, only a little bit of story at a time. I was thinking about another mechanic that we could add to those, which is why I made you roll. For your dream sequence.
Yeah.
I was thinking of having
failure within the dream is what fucks me up.
Failure within the dream. Well, no, not necessarily. But you'll still get your willpower roll at the beginning of each night.
Mm-hmm.
But if you fail the dream and we don't get it, if you fail at any point in the dream, monsters get you and you wake up.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't. And then the next dream we pick up where the last dream started, and you get to try again.
Oh my god!
And so,
yes,
so we only get the full dream if you succeed a certain number of times.
I super love that.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
All right.
So, I hope you enjoyed, and
yes, please like, subscribe, follow us on our Twitter.
At
Duets with Dice.
And
person who wrote this, what is his name? Brian C. Hoffman?
No.
Hold on.
We're gonna try that again.
Bruce C. Hodson.
Sure wasn't Bruce. I can tell you that much. I think it was Brad.
Brad C. Hodson. It says
Hey, Brad C. Hodson.
At Brad C. Hodson Twitter or wherever you're at.
Brad C. Hodson.
Hodson.
Okay.
Brad C. Hodson. Watch this. Leave a comment. Tell us how bad we messed it up. Thanks.